Hey guys, happy Tuesday. Hope you've had a good day. And I just wanted to come on here today to share a few things. The first thing that I want to share is about your personal relationship with the Lord. So, when you have a personal relationship with the Lord, you hear His voice, you follow, you obey, you listen. I want you to know that that's the voice you listen to. Because you will have people that will try to discourage you or try to say things to try to make you think differently, to try to get you to do things differently, to change, to stop doing things. And I just want you to know that if the Lord has given you word to do something, do not let any man stop you. And, number one, you know your motives. You know the word you've received. You know the purpose. You know the mission. You know, but you really have to know in order to continue to go, or else you can be influenced to stop. And I just want you to reflect on your life and on the things that the Lord has told you to do. And, can you be altered with your decision making? Can someone make you change your mind? Can you question? I think you can. I think everybody does. But it will not get you to move. It will not get you to waver. It will not get you to stop. Nothing anyone says or does. If you've been given a word and then you can't be stopped. And that's the thing, is like, we do things in life that we normally wouldn't do. They're totally out of character. As in character, what I mean is like these videos. I do not like my voice. I've always said it sounded nasal because I have had no surgery because I couldn't breathe. I have not always been happy with my looks. And so I also was very self-conscious of what people thought about me when it came to image. I was a people person. I wanted to be liked. I didn't want to cause any problems with anyone. I just wanted to avoid confrontation. But things are different now for me. I don't care what people think about me. If they like me, that's great. But if they don't, I'm okay with that. If I make them upset or angry and I'm speaking truth, that's on them. They need to take it to the Lord, not me. And, I have come to terms with who God has made me. So I'm blessed. I'm thankful for who He has made me to be, because I know that God made me with my own unique abilities and gifts and talents, and I'm thankful for what He's given me, and I can appreciate that. And it's not all about beauty, it's not about looks, it's not all about so I've learned a lot in life. I'm 55 now, and if you would have told my 14-year-old self that I would be saying some of the things I was saying, I wouldn't believe you. I used to be vain. I used to really want to be different. I really focused on that. My heart was really, I don't like me, and I don't really like anything about me, and I'm going to do everything I can to change. So I'm different now. God has given me peace, but He's also given me love. And He has shown me love. I feel His love. And therefore, I actually can embrace how I feel about myself. And I have to say that I like me. I like what God has been doing in and through me. I'm thankful for everything, the good, the bad, the ugly, and I'm just so grateful for His promises and the things that the Lord has spoken over me and to me. And so to bring it back around, when it talks about when you get a word, I got a word to make these videos. And I've had some negative combat, conflict, whatever. But I got the word from the Lord. And I'm going to listen to Him above all. And I'm sorry if people don't like that. And I'm sorry if you don't agree. I'm sorry if, not everybody's going to agree with everything that the Lord has you to do. Do I always do things right? No, probably not. Not probably. I know I don't. Sometimes my videos haven't always been where I'm calm and cool, and I've deleted some of those videos because I really want to do what the Lord has called me to do. And I've been through a lot in my life, and the word that I received was, all of that pain, Karen, does not have to be in vain. Use your voice, use your experience, be passionate about the things that broke you and hurt you. Share truth, share wisdom gained that I gave you, so that you can help someone else. So that you can help someone else that's going through a similar situation to not go down the same path. And, and even if they are going down the same path, maybe you can give them a sense of they're not alone, that other people have gone through this and have walked through this and have gone, have done these same things. And what you have experienced might possibly help save someone else's life. Not so much a life of like death or life or death, but a life that can be one of thriving, not just surviving. And so, the Lord has taken me through a lot of things, and He has been there all along. The choices I've made, the mistakes I've made, the mess I've made. But He's turned all of that mess into a message. And I will shout to the rooftops of what God has delivered and done for me. And that is the plan. I plan to use my life and my life story to help others. Not to cause harm, not to point fingers, not to do anything, but to help others. We're not the same people we were back then. And if you are, I hate that for you. Like, our past does not define us. And that's the one thing that God showed me, is my past does not define who I am. That I'm changed. I'm a changed person. He has done that for me. And so the enemy can no longer keep me there. So yeah, maybe I did do those things back then. Maybe I did act that way. Maybe I was whatever I was. But I'm not that person anymore. And I'm not going to live in shame and condemnation. And I've got to own that part of my story. I've got to own it. I've got to own all of it in order to push forward and to help others. I have to say, yeah, that was me. But that is me no longer. And when we know better, we do better. But the key word there is, when we know better, we do better. We have to know. We have to get the revelation that this isn't okay. what was once is not okay now. Because when you do the hard work, when you look on the inside of you and you search hard and you ask God to show you where you fell, where you were wrong, where you made mistakes. And you might not be able to go back, but you can definitely make changes now and in the future. And so wisdom is gained, lessons are learned, and do not be ashamed if that used to be you. Own it. Own your story. What truth is that? Is that true? You have to face some hard truths. And if it is, okay, say, yeah, that's true. But I'm determined and I'm not going to do that anymore. And I'm not that person anymore. And then you walk forward and you walk in victory, because the enemy can keep you chained and cuffed in shame and condemnation if you allow him to make you believe that you're the same person, or that you're just like that, or that you are the person that people has painted you to be. You know who you are. The Lord knows who you are, and he has healed and delivered you. And so you need to really have that strong walk with the Lord, because if you do not, people can sway you, people can manipulate you, people can make you question, did you hear that from the Lord? Did he really say that? Like, he wouldn't want that, he wouldn't want this, he wouldn't do this, and he wouldn't do that. But you know what? When you know the Lord personally, you do not have to believe that, because you know him. He is the one that has shared this to you. No other person is your God. No other person knows the intimate conversations that you have with the Lord. No other person knows your heart. No other person knows your motives. No other person knows the truth, but you know the truth. And that alone, you and the Lord, that's all that it matters. And so I want you to keep walking that walk. So as you reflect and as you listen to the voice inside and the thoughts, what has the Lord spoken to you? And how passionate and committed and confident are you in Christ that that's the word that you received? Pray over it. Take it to the Lord. Continue to take it to him. And he will give you the answer. And I am all good with laying anything down. When I get the word that God says, you need to do this or you need to do that, I will obey. Even if I'm wrong. Like, I will go and say, I'm wrong. Okay? Humble, yes. I have nothing to prove. I have nothing to gain. It's truly obedience. And guys, you need to get to a place in your life that you really are confident. And be courageous and be brave and be bold. Like, the Lord is your strength. He is with you. And you can do all things through him who strengthens you. All things. And just know his voice. Seek him. He alone will direct your path. He already knows. He already knows. And whatever, he's going to use. So don't rely on your own understandings. Don't become anxious. Don't be fearful. Just don't. Take it to God, guys, and let him give you the answers. He's number one. He knows. You're his. And yeah, so hope you have a good Monday. Search your hearts, and make sure your motives are pure. And if they are, then continue to walk your walk and do what you've been called to do. Have a great day.